Okay, guys, today is a fun one. So we're talking about lists, dot plots, frequency tables. Okay, Miss Ralph made this foldable, and let me tell you, it was genius, absolute genius. Watch what we got here. So this is going to be our list column. This is going to be our dot plot column, and this is going to be our frequency table column. Now, as I open this up, crack open this knowledge right here. Notice she gave us one, and we got to make the others based off of this information. She gave us a dot plot. We got to make our list and table, frequency table, based off the information. Then she gave us a frequency table, and we got to make our list and dot plot based off the information. It's going to be fun. I'm going to do the first one with you guys, and you're going to try the second ones, okay? It's going to take a little bit of time, but it'll also be a lot of fun. So with that said, let's jump right into this. Lists. Here's a list of data. I got hits in a round of hacky sack, and this is how many hits happen. 5 hits, 21 hits. I can go through them all. I'm not going to bore you, but it's all the rounds and how many hits were in each round. Okay? I am now going to have to make a dot plot to represent that information. Okay? So let's just jump right into that. Looking at this dot plot, it looks like first I need a number line. So let's go ahead and do that. Make myself a nice number line. And it looks like I need to cover all the numbers inside my data on my number line. So I need to make sure what's my lowest number is 3 here. And my biggest number is, looks like it's going to be 21. So I need to go from 3 to 21. Well, I don't want to go by ones because that might be a little bit too smashed. I'm going to try going by twos. Let's see how this works. All right, so I'm going to go 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. Again, I'm going by twos. All odd numbers pretty much sounds like. 13, 15, 17, 19, 21, 22, oh, I'm sorry, 23. And I guess that's as far as I need to go. That's a really janky 3, but just roll with it, right? I guess I could have spread those out a little more, but it's okay. We will survive. So there we go. I went from 3 to 21. I went by twos because I think by ones would be way too smashed. Could have centered it more, but whatever. Now I'm just going to put dots above each number, however many times I see that number. So let's start with my smallest number, 3. Well, there's only one 3, so I'm going to put 1 dot above 3. Next slowest would be 5. Well, I see 1, 2, 3 5s. So my 5 is going to get 1, 2, 3 dots. Next would be 6. We have 2 6s. So I'm going to go ahead now. Remember, I went by twos here, so I'm going to have to go between 5 and 7 here. So my 6 is going to be right in the middle, and there's going to be 2 dots. There's 1 7, so I give my 7 a dot. What's next here? It looks like 18. There's 1 18, so I found 18 in between 17 and 19. I give it a dot. I have 2 19s, so I give 19 2 dots. And then I have a 21. Give 21 a dot. So notice I just made a number line and I put the number of dots above each number, how many times I repeated. And that's it. That's a dot plot, guys. Now for a frequency table. Well, I'm going to go ahead. I need to do a frequency table. Make myself a little table. I'm sorry for that being so crooked. My apologies. This column is always going to be frequency. However many times you see that number. The other one, I got to see what's going on here. Well, we're talking about rounds, hits in a round of hits per round in hacky sack. So I'm going to say number of hits. Okay, so let's cover all my numbers. So again, I'm going to go from, and when you come in this side, we just got to put the number 1 time. So I'm going to list all my numbers here just 1 time. So I see there's a 3. We said that there was no 4. There's a 5. There's 6. There's 7. Looks like there's 18, 19, 21. So all I'm doing on this side, I'm listing every number you see, just list it 1 time, but make a list of all the numbers that you've seen in my data. And now in my frequency side, I'm going to tell you how many times I've seen those numbers in my data. So for instance, I only seen 1 3, so there's 1 3. When we talked about 5s, remember, we can look at the dot plot or look in the thing itself. There were 3 5s. So I'm going to put 3 in my 5 section. There was 2 6s. There was 1 7. 118, 2 19s, and 121. So notice 3 ways of representing the same information. Either I list the information out, I can make a dot plot, or I can make a frequency table. But I want you guys to try the second one, okay? This time they gave us a dot plot. I want you guys to make the list of data, and then the frequency table. Go. All right, guys, so here we go. Here's what you should have had. I have my dot plot. Well, I can make my list of numbers. Now, they kind of skipped every number here, but there's a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, right? So I had 4 3s. I wrote down 4 3s. There's 2 4s. I put 2 4s. 1 5, 1 5. 2 7s, 2 7s. 1 10, 1 11. That's it. I just listed my numbers out. It's that simple, guys. Now for my frequency table, again, remember, you make your table. This side's always frequency, how many times you see that number. And this is your list of numbers, and you just got to give me one of them. So again, I didn't use my dot plot here. I seen that any number that had dots on it is the number I put in here. So I got to put a 3, I got to put a 4, a 5, I got to put a 7, a 10, and an 11. And then again, just like we talked about over here, there was 4 3s. I put 4 for my frequency because there's 4 3s. 2 4s, so I put 2 for my frequency. When it comes to 5, there was 1 of them, so 1 5. There were 2 7s, 1 10, 1 11. So again, this is the number of times you've seen the number, and this is the kind of numbers that you see, if that makes sense to you guys. We're gonna try it again. This time, they gave us the frequency table. I want you guys to make the dot plot and the list of numbers. Or you can do list of numbers, dot, whatever one you want to do. But get those 2 things done. I want you guys to go now. And let's check your work, guys. So, my frequency table, I had 6 2s. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 2s. I had 2 3s. That's how you're reading this, right, guys? The number of times you've seen that number. So 2 3s. I put 1 2 3s. 2 4s. 2 4s. 1 6. 1 6. That's it. For my dot plot, this one was really easy. I made my number line. I'm going from numbers 2 to 6. So I did go by ones. I spaced it out nicely. It actually looks pretty neat. And again, I had 6 2s. You got count the 6 from here, or you can look at my frequency 6 over here. But I put 6 dots above 2. There were 2 3s, 2 3s, 2 dots above 3. 2 4s, 2 4s. So I put 2 dots above 4. 1 6, 1 6. I put 1 dot above 6. I'm done, guys. That is it. So if you need to rewatch this, go ahead and do so. It might take some practice. I know it'd pay a lot, but it is kind of all easy stuff. And yeah, rewatch, learn, have some fun, stay healthy, stay safe.